First and foremost, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for those who take the time to watch my videos, not only this one, but all of them that I make each week. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. And for today, there are 3 games in the holiday, and I'm going to give you one pick from each team so you can build a sweet 6-leg parlay here on PrizePicks. The first game that I have here is Packers and Lions. There's a lot that can go with this game either way. I'm not sure who's going to win this game. I like both teams to score at least 20. That's a side bet that I'm doing. But what I'm really focusing on the Packers side of the ball is their wide receiver room is pretty banged up. So I'm shifting more towards running backs, I'm thinking. Christian Watson's numbers are just too high right now. So I'm going to be rolling with Josh Jacobs here. I'm not sure about the rushing yards, but what I really am sure of is him to get in the end zone. Josh Jacobs, if we look at his last 5, he's averaging 1. I always check these and they're right. And you're not getting a goblin or a demon play. So you're getting a pretty neutral one here, which I really like. And he's back from injury. He's going to be the focal point of this offense again. And historically, he's crushed this matchup. He's had 7 touchdowns in 5 career games against Detroit. He's also scored in every game this season except when they played the Browns and the Giants. So the value is there. I don't see any red flags. Lock it in. And for the Lions, I'm taking Amon-Ra St. Brown. In what capacity do you think I'm taking him? I'm taking him to score. And so are almost 10,000 other people. And I love the I love the demon value here. With Sam Laporta out, those targets for Amon-Ra have continued to grow. And especially with all the other receivers, like Jameson Williams, you're seeing him get more involved now after he hasn't done much. And since the Laporta injury, Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's had 12 and 13 targets. He's had 200 yards and a touchdown in the last 2 games. And in this divisional matchup, I expect Goff at home to lean heavily on his go-to receiver. And those are the 2 plays I like for the first game. Second game is Chiefs and Cowboys. I think this is going to be the best game of the day. The over-under is 52.5, lots of points. So for the Chiefs, there are so many playmakers. Like where do you go? They have 2 running backs. They have 3 if you count Patrick Mahomes. And that's what I really like here. Patrick Mahomes, I like his rushing yards. If we look at his last 5, he's averaging right around 20. They played Denver, who's a good defense. Buffalo's hit or miss. They're hot and cold. But I think the Chiefs are hitting on all cylinders right now. And I really like the rush yards. The Cowboys give up the 3rd most rushing yards to quarterbacks, and we've seen Mahomes run more than ever. His props on the rushing yards are 4.5. So he's gonna have about 5 opportunities in this game to tuck it and run. I was thinking about taking Patrick Mahomes here on the 1.5 passing touchdowns, but the Cowboys primarily play cover 2 and cover 3, which doesn't bode well because out of his 18 passing touchdowns, 11 of them have come on cover 0 and cover 1, which the Cowboys almost never play. So I'd be a little bit hesitant here. So I think they might feed Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco, more design runs with Rashee Rice, that kind of thing. And I think it stays close. So yeah, I really like Patrick Mahomes there. And if we're going for a Cowboys player, a player who's really going to be booming, it's going to be not George Pickens. It's going to be, yeah, he can go off too, but everyone's on him and it gets me nervous. But CeeDee Lamb. This is a 1A, 1B situation. I think CeeDee Lamb's 1A, George Pickens is 1B. But let me tell you why I'm rocking with CeeDee Lamb. Yes, everyone's fixed on George Pickens, but both are actually projected in the 70s category. But if we look at the receptions, there's just way too many tabs. We go to receptions and we see George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. There's a 3 reception difference. So they need the same amount of yards, but CeeDee Lamb's going to have more opportunities and more projected opportunities to catch the ball. Plus, this game's going to be, I think, really pass heavy at some point, especially if they go down. Dallas goes down. And CeeDee Lamb is averaging a career high 14.4 yards per reception and has 74 receiving yards or more in 6 of his last 7 non-injury games that were where he had to leave or didn't finish due to injury. So CeeDee Lamb, come on, man. Let's get it for us here. We have 4 picks down, 2 more to go. They're both going to be easy. I really like this play. This is going to be my favorite picks today. I'm going to make some other parlays, and I'm throwing this in there. We're going to have Jamar Chase to score. 10,000 other people like it. I absolutely love it. If you add Joe Burrow, You subtract T. Higgins, you get a lot of Jamar Chase. His over-under on receptions is 8. Tons of opportunity. I think he gets double-digit targets. This number was 80. His reception yards was 89. And now it's all the way up to 92 since I started making this video. Not to mention, Jamar Chase has 6 touchdowns in his last 3 games versus Baltimore, and he averages 1 a game in his whole lifetime career versus Baltimore. He's matchup proof. I expect him to ball out in this one. And then the last pick, and one of the most popular picks, if I can find it. It's not here anymore, but Lamar Jackson. I think I might have used the promotion already. There was a over 1 passing yard. So if you haven't used that promotion, it's still on there, and that's what I used. So go ahead and then book Lamar Jackson on his over passing yards. And that's what I have, everyone. I want to say thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great holiday weekend.